All right, welcome to Sin Bin Stream. Sorry, about a minute late. We have MLB baseball action. Yankees at Baltimore to take on the Orioles in Game 3 of a three-game series. Series tied 1-1. They moved this game up from the evening to this afternoon because of rain in Baltimore tonight. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday. Hope you're ready for some baseball. I'm still getting everything set up. I apologize. All right, first pitch, 12:05 Central coming up. Let's check the audio. Come on, audio. All right, so we're good there. No. Is the chat good? All right. We're still at a commercial. We're on the Orioles feed. All right. All right, let's double check. Okay, that's muted. This we can unmute that later. Let's check the Twitch audio as well. Real quick. Just to see if it's all right. Twitch is ready as well. We will have hockey tonight. Wild at Avalanche game number 5, where the Avs lead the series 3-1 and can close it out in Denver, Colorado. Yep. All right. All right, Bradish on the hill, or is it Bradish? Apologies. Grisham leading off. Rice, Judge, Bellinger, Chisholm Jr., McMahon, Jones, Volpe, Escara for the Yankees against Bradish. We'll say Bradish. Ward, Henderson, Rutschman, Alonso, O'Neill, Traveris, Mayo, Wilson, and Alexander for the Orioles against Fried. All right, come on, ESPN Unlimited. Why are you still at commercial? It's first pitch time. Let's try the Yankees broadcast. I don't know what's going on with the Orioles. All right, yeah, the Yankees are ready.
So you get one more hit in each one of those two games, you probably win them both, and you end up being 2-1 against a really good Milwaukee team.
All right. Finally set. Looks like. All right.
At first base, it's Ben Rice. The DH today is Aaron Judge. Gets half a day. Cody Bellinger at left, Jazz Chisholm back in the lineup.
Chisholm.
Second about fifth. Batting sixth, running third base, Ryan McMahon. Spencer Jones back in the lineup. He'll be in right field. Anthony Volpe, who jumped
Volpe.
he's a shortstop batting eighth. And J.C. Escara will catch, and he's going to
Escara. Okay.
Well, as we look at Kyle Bradish's numbers here, don't be deceived. This guy's got excellent stuff.
Bradish. Okay.
Been a little bit off so far. So let's take a look at the pitcher's scouting report on Kyle Bradish. Not what you expected. He came back from Tommy John, 6 starts last year, a 2.53 ERA, So far in 8, it's 4.8.
All right, just about set. Bradish is warming up.
284 slug this year, 250, but a high slug, 500. And that's more like it. That's what they're talking about against the A's. 7 innings pitched, 10 Ks, only 1 walk, and that was on Friday. His sinker was really good, and his curveball was really good. The defense behind Bradish. You've got Ward in left, Tavares in center, and O'Neill over right. Infield will go third to first. Wilson, Henderson, Alexander, and Peter Lonzo at first. Adley Rushman starting game after
Rushman, okay.
but he'll be behind the plate again, catching Bradish and Kobe Mayo, who hit the big home run.
Mayo. Okay, we're set, finally. Edwin Moscoso, the home plate umpire. Should be just about set, hopefully. All right, Orioles in orange unis. I may flip the colors then. Yankees in their gray road jerseys. Yeah, I think I'll probably just leave it as orange on black. I think it's easier to read. All right, I think we're finally ready. Again, this game was going to be at night, but it got moved up because I think rain in Baltimore tonight. All right. Righty against a lefty. Here's the pitch. Oh, ball one. Thought he caught the inside edge of the plate. Looks like they could have appealed and won it on the first pitch of the game. We're underway. Should have been a strike. That I don't know how you missed the inside edge of the plate. You're sitting right over it. Swung on and missed, strike one. That was a four-seam, 94 miles per hour. Yeah, the Orioles have this hat, but it's a white panel in the crown. Orange lid and the rest of it black. Here's the 1-1 outside. Sinker 94 missed. 2-1 the count. All right. 2-1 pitch inside at the knees almost. Ball three. Bradish behind. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and missed. Up just a hair upstairs. 3-2 the count. Actually may have been a strike if he didn't swing. Slider, sinker, curveball, four-seam for Bradish. All right, full count to the leadoff hitter. Bradish delivers, fouled off a sinker, 96, still 3-2. Fouled another one, a four-seam, 95, still 3-2. Battling on the opening at bat here, the Yankees. Full count pitch. The delivery. Upstairs, ball four. He walked him. A leadoff walk for Grisham. That'll bring up Rice, the first baseman. Yankees 27-16. Baltimore 19-24. Second and third in the East. All right, righty versus lefty. Bradish delivers. Way upstairs. Four seam, 95. Ball one. Ben Rice, 342. Oh, against the Orioles in 20 games. Got it. Okay. Here's the pitch. Curveball, 84 in there for a strike. 1-1. One and one. Leadoff walk at first is Grisham. Rice, the hitter. Righty versus lefty. Here's the pitch. Oh, fouled it off. Strike two. That pitch was upstairs. Just got a piece of it. And Rice calls time. On deck, the DH today, Aaron Judge. All right, here's the 1-2 pitch. Low, almost in the dirt. Slider, 88. 2-2 the count. Evens the count. Excuse me. Again, didn't know I was going to have this game available to me. It's on ESPN Unlimited. It got moved up from the evening. Slider, or no, curveball, almost in the dirt, swung on and missed, strike three. So a 1 out, runner at first, Judge the batter. Yeah, chased one. The catcher just barely almost hit the dirt. Catcher's glove was in the dirt. Tough pitch to lay off, though. The bottom dropped out of it. Righty versus righty, Judge in the batter's box. Low on a slider, 87, ball one. Judge, 275 average, 16 home runs, 30 RBI on the season in 43 games. Bradish checks the runner. Now he's set. Here's the windup. Right down the middle, sinker, 96, taken, strike one. All right, Bradish is set. Here's the pitch. Judge grounds it to third, over to second, over to first, rack him up. A 5-4-3 double play. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Orioles coming to bat. They got a walk, and that's it. Due up is Ward, Henderson, and Rushman. I think this is the only game going. Hold on. There might be more coming up, though. I don't think this is the only day game. Oh, no. We got Angels, Guardians, top of the first already. Yeah, this is it till 5:40. So I'm wondering if Cleveland... That may have been scheduled already, but... top of the first, the Angels have a runner at first, 1 out. All right, 1 second. Yeah, again, Ward, Henderson, Rushman, then Pete Alonso, O'Neill, Taveras, Mayo, Wilson, Alexander. This is the... Ooh, Blaze Alexander. There used to be a race car driver with that name, different spelling. Max Fried on the mound. 9 starts, 4-2, 2.91 ERA. And they took it down. All right, just about set here for the first hitter in the bottom of the first. All right, Fried is set. Lefty versus righty. Fouled off a sinker, 90. 0-1 the count. All right, here's the 0-1. Inside, nearly hit him. Cutter, 91, evens the count, 1-1. All right, here's the pitch by Fried, way upstairs. Cutter, 91, 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Ooh, thought it. Yeah, they're going to appeal. I think they caught the top of the zone. It would be 3-1, but I think they'll win this appeal, and it'll be, yep, Yankees challenge. It just ticked the top corner on the outside edge of the plate. So call overturned, and the count is 2-2. That's, I mean, what are you supposed to do with that pitch if you're the hitter? 2-2 pitch. Lined into right for a base hit. First hit of the game. Leadoff hit by Ward. And the Orioles have a runner at first. Nobody out. All right, that brings up Henderson. Lefty versus lefty. Fried checks the runner. Way low and outside. 1-0. Sweeper, 80. Missed. Checking the runners. Fried throws. Ooh, caught the low zone. Low part of the zone. Strike one. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Here's the pitch by Fried. Low. Ball 2. Sinker, 94. Missed. 2-1 the count. Fried versus Henderson. Fried checks the runner. Here's the windup. Outside. Ball 3. All right. Go Jays, go. Yeah. Hello, Joel Oilers. What's up? Yeah, Jays need to win. They're struggling. Fouled off a sinker. 91 miles per hour. Full count. Yep. Jays need to get it going, I know. All right, here's the full count pitch. Lined up, oh, to the middle. Shortstop takes it to the bag, throws to first in time. A 6-3 double play. Quickly 2 down for the Orioles in the bottom of the first. They had the shift on for the lefty, and the ball went right behind the bag. Shortstop fielded it through to first. So 6-3, a put out for the shortstop and the first baseman, and also an assist for the shortstop. Way outside, ball 1. Cutter, 89. The hitter is Rushman, the catcher. Oh, looping curveball 72, taken strike one, evens the count. Fouled off the four seam, 94. 1-2. They better start playing better. Yeah, that would be nice. I'd be fine with that. One and two the count. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, evens the count. 2-2. Yeah, I'm just rooting for good baseball games. I don't have a team or anything. Just putting on the hat so we have the logo along with the Yankees on the shelf. 2-2 count. Freed the Rushman. Grounded to third. Over to first. In time. Out number 3. No runs. 1 hit. Nobody left on. We head to the top of the second. Still no score. Yankees have Bellinger, Chisholm, McMahon due up. Oriole Park at Camden Yards. All right, let's check on the Angels Guardians. The Angels got nothing. The Guardians are batting in the bottom of the first. They already lead 1-0 on a hit. And they have a runner at second and nobody out. I don't even know what I haven't checked the standings. We should. Yeah, the red hot. Okay, the Rays are ahead of the Yankees, and then the Orioles are distant and right near the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. Guardians lead the Central. White Sox not that far out, huh? A's lead the West. Braves, the best team in baseball, just by 1 win. Cubs lead the Central. Padres lead the West. Three 3-1 count for the Guardians with a runner at second. All right, just about back. Let's make sure we're live. It's a problem with the ESPN app. All right, first pitch grounded to second. Over to first. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Yankees as Bellinger retired on 1 pitch. That'll bring up Chisholm, sorry. He's at second today. Inside, ball 1. 4 seam, 94 inside. Yeah, at the knees. All right. Again, righty versus the lefty. Bradish is set. Here's the windup. The pitch right down the middle. Sinker 94 taken. Strike 1. Evens the count. 1-1. Here's the pitch. A looping curveball, 82. Just caught the bottom of the zone for strike 2. 1-2 the count. time called. 1 and 2, 1 out, nobody on. Bradish with 20 pitches working here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. Bounced in the dirt. He did check his swing, says the third base ump. So it evens the count at 2 and 2. Just barely. All right, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Curveball. Got him low. Strike 3 quickly. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second for New York. Speaking of New York, I was going to do Detroit and the Tigers versus the Mets tomorrow, but I got to check the weather in New York, whether I think they may have rain in the afternoon. I may just skip that. I've got 2 hockey games tomorrow night, so. Here's the pitch. Looping curveball in there, taking strike 1, 84 miles per hour. McMahon, the third baseman, in the left-handed batter's box. Righty on the mound, Bradish for the O's. Upstairs, they called it a swing, or was it a called strike? I think it was on the swing. Whoops, sorry, I put 0 and 1. I meant 1 and 1. I meant 0-2. Yeah, I think the umps, they didn't even appeal. I think the home plate ump said he swung. All right, McMahon hitting 6 today. Bounced in front of the plate. Ball 1 taken. He was 4th in AL Cy Young Award voting in 2023. Another one in the dirt on a curveball, 2-2. But then he had Tommy John surgery. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. 4-seam. Just a tick inside. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. Nothing across. We head to the bottom of the second. Still no score. Orioles to the plate for their second time. Due up is Alonso, O'Neill, and Taveras. And let's check out the other game going. Guardians still batting in the bottom of the first, up 2-0 on 2 hits. Still a runner at second, 1 out. No, 2 outs, 1 strike. 1 strike on the at bat. All right, I need to plug in a phone. Just a second. Oh. Oh boy, ow. Just banged my knee. Now they have 2 outs. Yeah, 2 outs, runner at second, a 1-2 count. Two count now. Full count, 2 outs, runner at second for the Guardians in the bottom of the first. Already leading the Angels 2-0. All right, appears we are live. All right, let's get back to this game. We'll check that one in a minute. What the heck? Why is there an ad? Are you kidding me? First pitch taken, strike one by Alonso. A curveball, 70. That's a 73? Hold the phone. 73. Yeah, that was right. Inside, a sweeper catches the zone, 79. Quickly, 0-2 to Alonso. The right-hander in 43 games, or in the right-handed batter's box. 211 average, 8 home runs, missed the RBIs. Freed, the lefty, is ready. Here's the 0-2. Upstairs and outside, 1-2. Four-seam, 94, missed. All right, here's the 1-2. Into right for a single. Another leadoff single by the Orioles. On a 1-2 count. Inside out swing. Just went opposite field. Into right field. All right, that'll bring up Tyler O'Neill in 23 games, 183 average, 1 homer, 6 RBI. Freed checks Alonso at first. Here's the pitch. Popped it up out of play behind home plate. Fouled it off. 0-1. Yeah, I think between innings I should just get out and get back in. Currently on the Yankees broadcast. Orioles didn't kick in right away. Inside, or did he catch the... Nope, he didn't. 1-1 the count. Just a tick inside. That was a cutter, 92. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled it straight back. Catcher gives a look, but it's into the stands, out of play. Near the dugout area above it. 1-2 the count. O'Neill, the hitter, hitting 5th for Baltimore. All right, lefty versus righty. Here's the pitch, the 1-2. In the air to left, but way foul. Wow, huge bounce after that. Still 1-2. Turned on it a little early. All right, here's the 1-2. Freed checks the runner. Now he's set. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. Changeup 88. 2-2. Evens the count. All right, 2-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Here's the pitch. Low. They're going to challenge. It would be a full count. I think they may win this. I think this is going to be strike 3 called. Yankees challenge and are successful again. Strike 3 called. 1 out for the O's. In the bottom, as the call was overturned here in the bottom of the second. Just barely got it. Good challenge by the catcher for the Yanks. That'll bring up Taveras hitting 6th in the right-handed batter's box. The lefty delivers. Strike 1, cutter 93, taken on the outside edge of the plate. 1-0. Or I'm sorry, 0-1 the count. 258 average, 2 homers, 19 RBI for Taveras. Freed is set. Here's the pitch. Grounded to short. Over to second. Over to first. Not in time. Fielder's choice. And that's 2 outs. I forgot to give the strikeout an out. 6-4 on the ground out, fielder's choice. But Taveras is too fast to be doubled up or to ground into the double play at first. So he hustled down the line. All right. Now there's 2 outs. Kobe Mayo, 162 average, 4 homers, 15 RBIs in 36 games. In the right-handed batter's box. Fried, the lefty, is set. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 1, sinker 94. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Outside, a little low, sinker 95. 2-0. All right, Fried is set. Here's the delivery to Mayo. Swung on and missed. Sinker 94. Strike 1. 2-1 the count. Oof, pardon my shoulder. All right, 2-1 the count. All right, Mayo. Fried is set. Checks the runner. Here's the 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Sinker 96. Three-one pitch. Down the line at third, past the third baseman, down the left field line, into the corner, rounding third, heading for home, throw to the plate, not in time. 1-0 Orioles on a RBI double here in the bottom of the second. And the O's get on the board first with their third hit of the day, a double. Drives in the run. Sorry, 1 second. Just fixing everything. So RBI double by Mayo and run scored by Taveras. Wilson, the hitter. Outside, sweeper missed. 1-0. Decent throw. It one-hopped to the cutoff man. Then he threw a 2-bouncer to the plate up to first base line. So no chance on a play at the plate. Looping curveball 73 outside again. 2-0. Weston Wilson, 261 average. No homers. 2 RBIs in only 14 games. First base is open, but this is the 8th hitter in the Orioles lineup. Outside sinker 94. Wow. Camera was bouncing a little bit, and it's probably windy in Baltimore, but maybe I'll try the Orioles broadcast in a minute. All right, 3-0 to Wilson. Here's the pitch. Taken, cutter 92, strike 1. Here's the 3-1. Ooh, fouled it off. Got a piece of the catcher. Hopefully he's all right. Off the leg. 3-2, full count. 2 outs. Runner at second. 1 run in. I think the batter just called time. Or actually, Fried Fried stepped off the rubber. He's trying to adjust the dirt a little bit in front of the pitching rubber. Now Fried is set. Here's the pitch. Popped it up out of play. Still 3-2 the count. Full count, runner at second, 2 down, 1 run in. Full count pitch. Swung on and missed. A cutter, 92, strike 3, but 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 1. We head to, top of the 3rd now. Sorry, I already had 3rd for some reason. I apologize. 1-0 Orioles. Yankees coming to bat in the top of the 3rd. Yeah, I apologize. I guess I made the 3rd inning earlier by mistake. All right. End of the 2nd. 1-0 on 3 hits. Orioles. Jones, Volpe, and Escara are due up. So Yankees 0, Orioles 1, and through 2 innings. There we go. All right. Oops. Let's check in on the other game real quick. Just 2-0 Guardians. Bottom of the 2nd. They already have 2 outs and 2 strikes. All right, hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, please do me a favor, hit the like button on the video. Consider hitting the subscribe button to the channel. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel. I thank you all for your support. If you happen to have a Twitch account, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. Sinker 94 upstairs, ball 1. It's the same live stream. It's faster and commercial free. Swung on a miss on a curveball quickly, 0-2. Wait, what? I thought it was, all right, 0-2. Wait, the first pitch? Boy, that first pitch was high. I just assumed it was a ball. Then he swung at a low pitch. Oh my gosh, he should have appealed that. Fouled off. Curveball, 86, still 0-2. Yankees, 7th place hitter, Jones. Righty versus lefty. Here's the pitch. Did he swing? No, he didn't. Low. Ball 1. Bradish, 31 pitches as he's working the the leadoff hitter in the 3rd. Top of the 3rd. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Did he go? No, did not. Evens the count. 2-2. Yeah, I guess he did check his swing. Here's the 2-2. Bradish delivers. Check swing. Fouled it off. Sinker, 96. Still 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Grounded to first. Takes it himself. Alonso gets to the bag first for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down for the Yankees. Ground out 3. Put out again to the first baseman. That'll bring up Volpe. Anthony Volpe, 212 average, 19 home runs, 72 RBIs. That is his 2025 stats, though, in 153 games. 1 out. Yes, fouled off a slider, 87, 0-1 the count. Yeah, I guess we're not behind. The app hasn't been screwing up too much. We'll be a pitch or two behind, what you're seeing here. Not much I can do. I'm on ESPN via an ESPN Unlimited subscription. All right, we're getting some sort of shortstop comparison for the Yankees. Oh yeah, Caballero, I think. Was that him that crashed into the wall? I was doing that game. I think they were playing the Tigers. Was it the Tigers? I thought it, maybe not. No, it was the Rangers, I think. Fouled it off a slider, 86, 0-2 the count. Bradish ahead on the hitter Volpe, 8th hitter of the Yankees lineup. Here in the top of the third, 1-0 Baltimore. Here's the 0-2. Popped it up. Short center. Under it for out number 2, the center fielder. 2 outs, nobody on. The 9th place hitter, the catcher, Escara. 195 average, no homers, 6 RBIs, but only 14 games played this year. 567 OPS. All right, here's the first pitch. In the dirt, swung on and missed on a curveball. Strike 1, 85 miles per hour. 9th place hitter in the Yankees lineup in the top of the third. Way upstairs, sinker 94, missed. 1-1. I see he's struggling against right-handed hitters. He's much better against lefties. Maybe he's a switch hitter. Upstairs, sinker 94, 2-1. 40 pitches by Bradish. Here's the 2-1, 2 outs, bases empty. Fouled it off. First base side. 2-2 the count. Yeah, don't forget to vote in the poll in the YouTube chat. We got 8 votes, so 6, 75% for the Yankees, 2, 25% for the Orioles. I guess it only shows up on the desktop, at least for me, not on my phone, not on my tablet. Grounded off the pitcher's leg to second, over to first just in time. 1-4-3 on the ground out. Nice play by the second baseman. 1-2-3, nothing across. We head to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Orioles, and they're coming to bat. Due up for the O's, Alexander, Ward, and Henderson. That is 9th place hitter, then 1 and 2. All right, bottom of the third. Guardians up 2-0 on the Angels. I'll be right back. Yeah, I got a minute. All right, I'll be right back. right, just topping off the water. Let's make sure we're live. Says we are. Okay. All right. Freed against Alexander. Outside, ball one. 92 mile per hour four seam. Batting ninth in the Orioles lineup, but leading off the bottom of the third. Freed's 41 pitches. A bunt down the third base line. Freed throws to first, gets away. On his way to second is Alexander. That's going to be a single plus probably throwing error on Freed, I'm guessing. Yep, single on the bunt and a throwing error to allow the runner to second is the call. Fourth hit for the O's. Leadoff runner at second, top of the order, sinker 93 outside. Ball one to Taylor Ward. He had a single in the first, 268 average, 1 homer, 12 RBI. In the right-handed batter's box, Freed, the lefty pitcher, checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Low in the dirt. Sweeper 79, 2-0. All right, here's the pitch. Outside, quickly 3-0, a changeup, 84. I guess this is an intentional walk, I guess. They want no part of Ward. Freed checks the runner at second. Here's the delivery. Upstairs, cutter missed. Walked him on 4 pitches. 2 on, nobody out. Second hitter in the lineup. That is Henderson, the shortstop. He's 0 for 1. So lefty versus lefty, mound visit by the catcher. All right, come on, break it up, fellas. Let's get going here. Henderson hitting second, number 2 on his jersey. Freed, 46 pitches. Gunnar Henderson, 200 average, 9 homers, 21 RBI in the season. And he grounded into a double play in the first. All right, Freed checks the runner at second. Inside, nearly hit him. Sweeper, 1-0. 77. Henderson was standing in, ready to take that if it got him. Nobody out. 2 on. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed a sweeper, 80. Just so much side-to-side movement. Just couldn't lay off. 1-1 the count. Lefty versus lefty. Freed checks the runner at second. Throw to second, not in time. .48 pitches now for Freed still. Working in the bottom of the third. Freed looks over at the runner. Here's the 1-1. Fouled it off. A sweeper, 79. Straight back. 1-2 the count. Hey, Chance. Go Birdies. I hear you. Yeah, could never root for the Yankees. The only Yankee I liked in my lifetime was Don Mattingly. Fried checks the runner, and they never did anything. Chopper to the mound, missed the pitcher, throw to first, got him, but the runners move to second and third, and only one out in the bottom of the third. Orioles had a 2-out run scoring double in the bottom of the second. That's why it's 1-0. Go Birdies. Screw McDonald's. What? Here's the first pitch. Rushman fouls it off. 0-1 the count. Runners in scoring position. Only one down. Infield. Well, third base is playing in a little bit. That's about it. They're second and short are pretty much back on the edge of the dirt, the grass of the outfield. First is up towards second, first baseman. Way outside on a sweeper, evens the count, 1-1. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, they moved this game up. That's why I got it on ESPN Select. It was supposed to be a night game. Rain in Baltimore tonight. Ooh, little high, 97 on a four-seam fastball. I can't talk. 2-1 the count. Rushman 0-for-1. Lefty pitcher in the right-handed batter's box. Rushman. Looping curveball, 73, fouled off. Evens the count, 2-2. Two count, 1 out, bottom of the third. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. Into center on a line drive. Grisham makes the catch, throws home, not nearly in time. An RBI sacrifice fly, and the Orioles now lead 2-0. Whoops. Here in the bottom of the third. Yeah, I put the run in the wrong inning. What am I doing? 0-0-1, 2-4-0. 0-0-1, 2-4-0. Okay. Runner at second. 2 down. 1 in. Fried with 55 pitches. Upstairs, changeup to Alonso, 84. Misses. Ball 1. The fourth place hitter, the cleanup, if you will, for the Orioles. Here's the pitch. Foul tip, changeup, strike 1. 5 1/3. Oh, against the Orioles, May 3rd, no decision. 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts for Fried. May 3rd against Baltimore, 10 days ago. Probably 2 starts ago. Low on a sweeper, 80. 2-1 the count. A 1-out sac fly. Plated the runner from third. Alonso takes inside, a little low, 3-1 the count. Oh. 3-1 count. Runner at second, 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Alonso fouls one off. A cutter, 93. Full count. Orioles were the first MLB I ever knew about. When I was young, I used to call them the Olies. I'm sure a lot of people said Oreos too, you know, like the cookies. Full count to Pete Alonso. He's 1 for 1 today. Here's the pitch. Grounded to first, past the diving first baseman down the right field line. In to score, and now in a pickle between first and second is Alonso. They got him in a rundown. They tag him out, but the run scores prior to the out, so it is now 3-0 Orioles, and we head to the top of the third. They get 2 runs, don't leave any. I'm sorry, top of the fourth is coming up. My bad. And I have to fix some stuff. So 3 runs on 5 hits for the Orioles. No runs, no hits for the Yankees. Yankees have Grisham, Rice, and Judge. 1, 2, 3 hitters due up. 001 350. Okay, we got that right. In Cleveland, the Guardians also lead 3-0 after 3. Angels have 1 hit. Guardians have 2. Orioles, yeah. Star Strider, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, again, I didn't even realize I had this game till, I don't know, 12 hours ago. So it was a late edition. I didn't realize they had moved this game from night to day. Wait, you're Oh, nice. Good job, Chance. I see it now. All right, what is going on? I'm going to get out and get back in. I don't know what ESPN is doing here. Should I try the Yankees or the Orioles? Let's just try the Orioles. If it's behind, I'll go back to the Yankees. All right, Radish on the mound. I'm sorry, Bradish, not Radish. Radish is a hockey player. First 2-0, so yeah, I got a little behind. I figured we might be falling behind, so that's why I got out and got back in. Grisham, the center fielder. He had a walk, but I think he was erased on a double play. Strike called 2-1 on a... Oh, they take their stuff down quickly. I might go back to the Yankees. Blackburn, a righty, warming in the pen for the Yankees. Just outside a 4-seam fastball. Three and 1 the count to Grisham. I probably should just get out and get back in every half inning. Fouled off a 4-seam, 94. Full count to Grisham, the leadoff hitter in the lineup and here in the top of 4. Popped it up, left field line, foul play, under it for out number 1, the left fielder for the Orioles. 1-0, Grisham fouls out to left. I'm wondering if Fried might be done after 3 innings now for the Yankees. Grounded the third, foul. 0-1 to the hitter Rice. Struck out in the first. Oh, between the Guardians. Yeah. Nice. Peculiar, I think not. Anime. Yeah, I don't get it. Strike taken. Yeah, 0-2. The only anime I've ever watched would probably be Speed Racer, and I didn't even know it was considered anime when I watched it, probably in the 90s. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed in the dirt. Tagged him. Strike 3. 2 up, 2 down for the Yankees in the top of the fourth. Bradish. His pitching line. He's given up a walk. Struck out 4, but they erased it on a double play. The leadoff walk in the top of the first. Judge, the DH. 0 for 1. Righty versus righty. 51 pitches. Sinker 95. Fouled off. 0-1. He grounded into the double play to erase the runner from the walk in the first. Here's the 0-1. Just missed downstairs. Slider 87. 1-1. Fingers. 1-1 pitch. Missed on a curveball. 85. 2-1 the count to Judge. 2 outs. Nobody on for the Yankees in the top of the fourth. Judge fouls it off in the foul territory. Third base. 2-2 evens the count. Bradish with 55 pitches. Time called by Judge. Bradish steps off the mound. Now I think he's back on the rubber. Here's the 2-2. Right down the middle, called strike 3. Sinker 96. Judge caught looking to end the top of the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors. Orioles have left 1 on base. They just showed the thing. I didn't realize they showed that. That's pretty cool. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Orioles leading 3-0. All right, 3-5-0, and then the error on the Yankees. The error was on a bunt hit that allowed the runner to go from first to second. Yep, so all 3 runs to Fried were... Yep, Blackburn will come on, call to the pen. Fried's day is done. 3 innings, 5 hits, a walk, 3 runs, all earned, 2 strikeouts. He has a 3.21 ERA. We have O'Neill, Taveras, Mayo. 5, 6, 7 in the Orioles lineup today. Due up. Paul Blackburn, number 58, a right-hander for the Yankees. 1-1 record, 2.87 ERA. 11 games, 1 start, 15 2/3 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, 1.47 whip. Let's see. 16 hits given up, 6 runs, 5 earned, no home runs, 1 hit batter, 7 walks, 10 strikeouts. Opponent's batting average 262. All right. Orioles set here in the bottom of the fourth. Again, Blackburn, a righty in for the Yankees. Righty pitcher. First pitch, outside, missed. Cutter 92, ball one to O'Neill. Can't believe the odds on the Yankees money line. Only plus 200, down by 3 whole runs. Huh. Outside, 2-0, sinker 94. Bullpen is stinky. I thought the odds would be higher. Anime. Yeah, I agree. In the air, the left, but way foul. 2-1 the count. Yeah. Yep. No. We got Blackburn. Cutter, sinker, curveball, changeup, sweeper, slider, four seam. He's got a lot of pitches. Fouled it off. Evens the count. 2-2. Cutter 92. Yeah, he looked. I think I saw one of his starts. Maybe even his last one. I can't. Maybe 2 starts ago. I don't remember. Yeah. Well, 3-zip. Outside sweeper, too much lateral movement. Full count to the leadoff hitter for the Orioles in the bottom of the fourth. Batting fifth, O'Neill. He's 0 for 1. Righty versus righty. Upstairs, he walked him. Leadoff walk for the O's. Already leading 3-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. Fielder's choice in the second for Taveras. He scored the Orioles' first run on the double with 2 outs. Outside on a changeup, 88. 1-0 the count. I don't think the Orioles' feed is as behind. It's maybe 1 pitch behind as opposed to 2, which is normal. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed a changeup, 87 downstairs. 1-1 evens the count. Orioles batting in the nice socks by the guy who got the leadoff walk. O'Neill. Grounded to second, over to short for 1, over to first, not in time. So 1 out. And a fielder's choice. 4-6 on the fielding. Not in time for the double play. 1 out. Runner at first. Blackburn versus Wilson, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Nope. Check that. Mayo, the DH, is up. Mayo 1 for 1 into left, but under it quickly for out number 2. Liner, but left fielder just had to move to the center field, gap a little bit and caught it on the run. 2 outs, runner at first. Now it's Wilson who's up, who's 0 for 1. Oh for 1, strikeout in the second. Foul. Nope. Liner to second behind the bag quickly. We're done with the bottom of the fourth. They left a runner on a walk. No hits. No runs, no hits. Head to the top of the fifth. Still 3-0 Orioles. 3-0 Guardians through 4. That game started, I don't know what time they started. They caught us. Not that this game is slow, but I don't know. We're in, yeah. Bellinger, Chisholm Jr., McMahon due up. Yes. doing Wild Avs and the 2 games tomorrow night, and we'll do Sabres Canadian Saturday. Everything else is if necessary. We don't know if Avs Wild will be necessary Friday. We don't know if Ducks Golden Knights will be necessary Saturday. Sunday and Monday, up in the air, just to be determined. If no, next WNBA game would be Friday if no hockey. And then WNBA is off Saturday. So the next game possible would be Sunday if hopefully the Wild win tonight and we play Friday. Did I do I don't think I did it. Strike out a lot. Yeah, quick, first pitch. Kieran, what's up? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Star Strider and Chance as well. All right, Bradish heads to the mound for the O's in the top of the 5th. Yeah, this was a bonus game. I didn't realize till, I don't know, probably 12 hours ago this game was on because it got moved from night to day, and it's available on ESPN Unlimited. 0-1 the count. Hitter is Bellinger, the left fielder. Righty versus lefty. Bellinger hitting 4th for the Yankees. That one looked like it was in the dirt. Evens the count, 1-1. 58 pitches for Bradish. Curveball, 4-seam, sinker, slider used today by Bradish. Fouled off on a sinker, 95. 1-2 the count. Oh, did I get Take Me? Oh, remind me. I think I can play Take Me Out to the ball game at bottom of the 7th. Just a bit low on, well, they didn't say what the pitch was. Two the count. 60 pitches, Bradish. Chopper to first. High hop. Throw to the pitcher, Bradish, who covers the bag in time. Out number 1. Ground out, 3-1. Nice play by Alonso. That took a late high hop. He made a nice stop with the glove. First leadoff hitter retired. Yeah, that took it hit the seam where the grass and the dirt meet, and it went higher than the previous hop. And great throw to Bradish, and Bradish had time to find the bag and step on it. Tremendous play by Alonso. He had to jump to get that stop. First pitch in the dirt, 1-0 to Chisholm Jr. Chisholm Jr., sorry. I keep saying it the way I thought it was. 1-0 count. Into right. That's going to be a hit. Off the wall. Chisholm trying for 2. Slides in without a play. Henderson applies the tag late. Lead or 1-out double for the Yankees in the 5th, and that's their first hit of the game. A double by Chisholm Jr. So the Yankees threatening in the top of the 5th. I think it's good for baseball. I think it's been going well. I like that it's only the catcher or the hitter that can appeal. You keep the managers out of it. Fouled off a curveball, 84. 0-1 the count. McMahon, the hitter, he's 0-for-1 with a strikeout. Second inning. 64 hits. I don't know. I don't follow the NBA. Maybe the chat can help you. I report the scores. That's the extent of my interest. I mean, I'm hoping the T-Wolves win, but beyond that, I really don't care. Here's the pitch inside. Four-seam fastball missed. 95, 1-0. Bradish working on 65 pitches here in the top of the fifth. McMahon, the sixth-place hitter for New York. They got a runner at second with 1 out after a double by Chisholm Jr. Bradish checks the runner. Fires down the middle, 95 miles per hour. Four-seam fastball taken. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Oh, I'm sorry, Star. Sorry. You said, do you guys? Yeah, you weren't saying me. I gotcha. You know. Never mind. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Bounced it. It gets away. Runner into third easily. That should be a wild pitch. 2-2 evens the count. Now a runner, they could get a sac fly and plate a runner here. Horrible pitch by Bradish. That wasn't even close. Just bounced it, I think, on the plate. That's why it flattened out on the catcher, and he had no chance to. He tried to stab at it with the glove. You got to turn the glove over and get on your knees and block it, but that still may have ricocheted away. Swung on and missed on a curveball. 87, a little low. Now there's 2 outs. So forget the sacrifice fly. 2 outs. What a curveball. That had a ton of... The bottom dropped out of it. A lot of movement. And 2 outs. That'll bring up Jones. 0 for 1. Ground out in the third. Here's the pitch. Ooh, caught the outside edge of the corner. Yep, that would have been okay on appeal. 95 miles per hour. 0-1 the count. Jones waiting. Here's the 0-1. Upstairs, laid off. Sinker, 95. Evens the count. 1-1. 70 pitches, Bradish. Top 5, Yankees. Runner at third, but 2 outs. Pitch in the dirt. 2-1 the count. Curveball, 86. Fresh baseball thrown by the ump to Bradish. Number 13, Chisholm Jr. at third. He had a double, moved to third on a wild pitch, but he's there with 2 down now. 2-1 pitch. Fouled it off out of play. 85 mile per hour curveball. 2-2 count. All right, yeah, we look like we're about 2 pitches behind now. Here's the 2-2. Just outside a 4-seam, 95, full count, 3-2. Can't believe he laid off. That wasn't outside by much. Tough pitch by Bradish. Yeah, I think he wanted it, but he would have lost. The catcher would have lost the appeal. Full count, 2 outs, runner at third. Jones fouls off a 96 mile per hour sinker, still full count. Jones steps out, adjusts the gloves. Runner at third, 2 down, and the Yankees top of the fifth. Full count. Here's the pitch. Just missed on a slider. 89. He walked him. Runners at the corners. 2 down. Top of the fifth. Volpe, the batter, he's 0 for 1. 75 pitches thrown by Bradish. Don't know if we have activity in the Baltimore bullpen. That didn't miss by much. All right, righty versus righty. Volpe up. Upstairs, sinker 95, 1-0. We'll see game 5 of that series at 5. Yep. Hey, Arcarino, what's up? Yeah, bonus game. I didn't realize this game had been moved up from the evening to the day, so I was able to cover this. I didn't know till like maybe 10 to 12, maybe a little over 12 hours ago. Late addition to the schedule. All right, quickly 2-0 to Volpe, the 8th place hitter, with runners at the corners and 2 down in the top of the 5th. Right down the middle, slider taken 88. 2-1 the count. And the most pitches he's thrown in an inning, 22 here by Bradish. 78 total. The 2-1. Oh, just inside. They said he swung. The first base umpire on appeal says Volpe did not check his swing. So 2-2 the count. Oh, yeah. It's hard to tell on this cam that the Orioles just replayed, but it sure looked like he swung. 2-2. Upstairs, sinker, 96, full count, 2 outs. Runners at the corners. Yankees down 3-0. They had a hit this inning, their first of the game, a double. Moved to third with 1 out with a wild pitch, but now we have 2 down. Full count. Volpe the hitter. Throw to first, not in time, no tag. 80 pitches by Bradish now. Here's the full count. Fouled it out of play. 88 on a slider. Just got a piece of it. Fouled it back. Runner returns to first. Sinker, sinker, slider, sinker, sinker, slider has been the pitch sequence. Full count, 3-2, 2 outs, top of 5. Here's the pitch. Runners move. Swung on and missed on a curveball. 85. He got him. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 3-0 Orioles. All right, I will be right back. I need to take a quick break. Alexander, Ward, and Henderson due up. I'll be right back. Thanks, everybody. I'll catch up on the chat, too. we're back. Shoot, I'll have to get water next inning, too. Already threw it. Swung on and missed. Strike one. Bottom of the fifth. 3-0 Orioles. Blackburn thrown 12 pitches. He worked the fourth. Freed gave up all 3 runs in the 3 innings he pitched. Alexander 1 for 1. Takes a sinker. 95. Quickly 0-2. Yeah, we're only 2 pitches behind, so I don't think I can catch up any faster. I'll try to get out and back in next half inning. Upstairs, way upstairs, 4-seam 1-0. Or 1-2, sorry. Liner past the bag at second and into center for a leadoff single for the O's. Here in the bottom of the fifth, we're halfway home. 3-0 Orioles. They just picked up their 6th hit of the game. Ward, the hitter, 1 for 1 and a walk and a run scored. Excuse me. Righty versus righty. Inside, sinker, 95, 1-0. Oh, Pistons Cavs. Yeah. Oh, he made it the Orioles logo with the little flare. Since the Orioles are on. Upstairs, he'll change it from time to time. 94, sinker, miss, 2-0. All right, 2-0 count to Ward, the leadoff hitter for the Orioles today. Just missed sinker outside. 3-0. Blackburn with a runner at first on a leadoff single. Oh, Cavs and yep. Strike one called, sinker, caught the top of the zone. 3-1 the count. On deck, Henderson. Ward throws to first, not in time. Volpe is back, yes. Still in. Oh, on the strikeout. Yeah. 3-1 count. Runner at first, nobody out. Right down the middle, a cutter, 91, full count. Lefty hitter on deck. Switch hitter. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Strike him out. Throw to second. If Chisholm had held onto the ball, he would have tagged him out, but he appears to have injured his left wrist, his glove hand. So strikeout taken on a full count. So 1 out. And a stolen base for Alexander. Yeah, the throw was into the runner. And Chisholm's glove hand got bent back a little bit by the left arm of Alexander. Alexander was, immediately looking, sorry, But Chisholm staying in the game, he waved off the trainer. He's putting his glove back on right now. Henderson up. He grounded into a double play and had a ground out. 0 for 2. Way outside. Changeup. 87. 1-0. Oh, it's getting sunnier out right now for here. Up, nope, in the air to left. Short to the track and caught for out number 2. Alexander retreats to second base. 2 outs, runner at second. That'll bring up Rushman, the catcher. 0 for 1 with and also a sacrifice fly for an RBI. So 2 plate appearances, but only 1 at bat. All right, Blackburn checks the runner. He delivers way outside, a cutter, 92, 1-0. There's the 1-0. Caught the outside edge of the plate with a cutter, 1-1, 92 miles per hour. Checks the runner. Here's the way outside curveball, 80, 2-1. Throw to second, not in time. Alexander back easily. I like that they limit throws to the base to 2. That really helps speed up the game, in addition to the pitch clock. All right, Blackburn steps off the rubber. Rushman up 1 for 5, a home run and 2 strikeouts. Career versus Blackburn. Here's the pitch. Popped it to right. Under it, at the track, at the wall, off the top of the wall. I think that's a home run, or is it a ground rule double? Nope, it is a home run. The second baseman called it, or the second base umpire called it. Yeah, that was out of play. 2-run bomb with 2 outs for the O's. And they lead 5-0 on 7 hits now. That might be it for Blackburn.
Oh, man. The 6'7" Jones trying to make it.
Yeah, good attempt by Jones and right, but just too far above his head. Sinker, 1-0. Missed outside. Hitter is Alonso. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI. Righty versus righty. I thought they might lift Blackburn. Swung on and missed on a cutter. 1-1. Yeah, that was right down the middle, and Rushman just... Oh, I think it hit the glove of the right fielder. He had a piece of it, and then it just... I wasn't sure. It landed on that little platform beyond the wall. That's why I wasn't sure if it was a... Even the hitter wasn't sure if it was a ground rule double or a homer until the ump said circle the bases. Upstairs. Evens the count, 2-2. Didn't realize... Yeah, because he stopped at second, and then he's like, oh, okay, home run. Alonso popped to sinker to shallow right, under it for out number 3. The damage is done. They get 2 runs on, I think, a hit and a walk. And we head to the bottom of the, or we hit to the top of the 6th. We played 5. 5-0 O's. Yanks will send up Escara, Grisham, and Rice. 0-1-1, 5-7-0. Home run by Rushman was the big blow there with 2 outs. I'm going to get some water. Yeah. Good attempt by the right fielder, though. Jones timed his leap pretty well, but it just hit off his glove and went over the fence. All right, I'm going to get some water. I'll be right back. Actually, I'll get water next inning. Yeah, we'll wait till the bottom of the 6th. All right. First pitch outside to Escara. Bradish still in the game, working the top of the 6th. 83 pitches, 1-0 the count. Righty versus a lefty. 1-0 misses downstairs. 2-0. Sinker. First 2 pitches. Here's the 2-0. Upstairs, 3-0. 4-seam, 92, missed. Ball 3, 3-0 count. Five innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts for Bradish. 4-seam taken, strike 1. Right down the middle. Orioles bullpen action. Aiken, A-K-I-N, the lefty warming up. Chopper past the pitcher to second base, over to first, in time, out number 1 for the Yankees in the top of the 6th. Curveball, sinker, 4-seam, slider. 1 double play for Bradish, or for the Orioles defense, I should say. Grisham 0 for 1. And 4-seam 1-0. Missed. 88 pitches for Bradish. Oh for 1, a walk and a foul out for Grisham. Bouncer to second, over to first. Plenty of time for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. 2 ground outs to the second baseman, Alexander. 4-3 on both putouts. 2 assists for Alexander. 2 putouts for Alonso here. Bradish wants a new baseball. Two outs. The hitter is Rice. 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts. Righty versus lefty. Swung on and missed. Curveball. 85. strike one. In the bullpen for the Yankees, Yarbrough, a lefty, warming. Low on a sinker, 94, evens the count, 1-1. One pitch, four seam taken, 94s for strike two. Rice down in the count. Here's the 1-2. Curveball, just a little low, 85, evens the count, 2-2. On deck, Judge. He's 0 for 2, grounded into double play and a strikeout, his first two at bats. Top of 6, 2 outs, base is empty, 2-2 count, 2 outs, fouled it off, a sinker, 95. We'll do it again. Bradish with 94 pitches, working the top of the 6. Here's the pitch, way outside, curveball, full count. Full count pitch, grounded foul down the first base line. Curveball, 84. We'll do it again. Again, Judge on deck. Rice battling here with a full count. Bradish is set. Wind up. Here's the pitch. Fouled another one off. Four seam, 95. May have caught a piece of the catcher of the ump. 97 pitches for Bradish now. Here's the full count. 3-2 pitch. 2 outs. Base is empty. Outside, he walked him. A slider missed. 87. Runner at first. 2 down, and Judge the hitter. Yankees down by 5. 5-0. Top of the 6th. A 2-out full count walk. So the runner at first is Rice. Here's the pitch. Strike one taken. Slider, 87. Bradish ahead of the count here on Judge. Righty versus righty. Bradish checks the runner. Here's the 0-1. Popped it up. Right field side. Behind first base. Caught for out number 3 by Alexander, the second baseman. No runs, no hits. They leave one on a walk. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 5-0. The score. Orioles, O'Neill, Taveras, and Mayo due up. I'm going to get water. Thanks, everybody. Ugh. All right, we are back. Something just, let's get out and get back in just to make sure. Just make sure we're caught up. Getting set for the bottom of the 6th. Blackburn still in relief. He's pitched 2 after the starter went 3. Starter gave up 3 runs. That was Fried in 3 innings, and Blackburn's given up 2 in 2 innings on the 2-run homer last inning by the catcher. Quickly, 2-0 is the count. Yeah, as I got caught up, that was Rushman with the 2-run homer. He has 3 of the 5 Orioles RBIs. All right, 3-0 the count to the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 6th. O'Neill hitting 5th in the lineup, 0 for 1. Way outside, 4 pitches walk, and the Orioles have a runner at first. Nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. Bradish, 7 strikeouts, 5 on a curveball, 3 walks and 1 hit, a double, and a wild pitch. That's it. The Yankees got to 3rd. That was as close as they've come to scoring. Looks like that's the last hitter for Blackburn, and the Yankees make a call to the bullpen. Nobody out, runner at first. Blackburn responsible for him. We got a pitching change in the bottom of the 6th. Oh, we haven't checked on the other game in a while, have we? Yarborough, the pitcher. All right. In Cleveland, Guardians 4, Angels 2. They've played 6 and head to the top of the 7th. That game is past this game. Ryan Yarborough. No record, 3.55 ERA, 8 games, no starts or saves, 12 and 2/3 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, 1.03 whip. So let's see. 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned, a home run given up, 2 hit batters, 5 walks, an intentional walk, 10 strikeouts, opponent's batting average of 178. All right. Hey, Dan, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, thanks, Dan. Yeah, late edition. I didn't realize this game had been moved up from the evening to the afternoon because of rain in the Baltimore area. So I didn't even realize this game was available on ESPN Unlimited till early this morning when after I had already set up the Wild Avs game. All of a sudden, I caught the schedule. I'm like, I didn't know there was a game, and then I realized it had been moved up. Seems it happens occasionally. I guess on Wednesday, it seems. All right, O's batting with nobody out. Runner at first on a walk. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Cutter caught the top of the zone. 0-1 to Tavares. He's 0 for 2 with 2 fielders' choices. He has a run scored. The first run of the game for the O's. Changeup missed. Low, 76. Evens the count, 1-1. Funky delivery here by Yarbrough. He's a bit of a submariner or sidearmer. Cutter, 4-seam fastball, changeup, sweeper, sinker, his pitching arsenal. Yeah, he's almost a sidearm. Low, in the dirt, 2-1 the count. It's pretty much Yeah, I guess you see that more probably with lefties, right? I don't know. 2-1 count. Pitch just upstairs. Yankees will appeal. I think they're going to win this. May have just ticked it. Maybe not. This is a really close one. Nope. Ball confirmed. 3-1. I don't blame him for trying, though. Half an inch it missed by. Yankees have one challenge left. You can see that in the top corner up here. O's have 2. Yeah, just 2. If you 2 you can get wrong. Popped it up out of play. Cutter 85. Full count 3-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Yeah, I got to check the weather for New York tomorrow. I'm not sure I'm going to still do that Mets game. If they've got a chance of rain, I may just say forget it. Full count pitch. Caught him, and he's trying to appeal Baltimore, but he's going to lose this. This will be a strikeout. I think he got the upstairs. Yep, he did. That's a strikeout, and now the Orioles lost a challenge. So each team with a challenge lost. They have 1 remaining. One incorrect 1 remaining, I should say. Mayo, the designated hitter, he's 1 for 2 today. An RBI double and a lined out. He drove in the first run for the Orioles back in the throw to first, not in time, but way back in the second. 1 run in the second, 2 runs in the third, 2 runs in the fifth. Orioles batting in the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, game has slowed down a little bit because of the mid-inning pitching change, and we're still short of 2 hours, though. Upstairs, Cutter missed 85, 1-0. All right, we're not going to have comments like that in the chat. Liner to left field, that's in for a hit. First and second, 1 out. You got to remember another phrase to ban. We don't need that. Any further comments of the sort will get you banned from the channel. All right, 8 hits for the O's. 1 for the Yanks. Bottom of the 6th, though. I mean, we've got a long way to go yet. Yeah, Wilson, the hitter, he's 0 for 2. Yarborough's 8 pitches. Here's his 9th low, 77 changeup, and outside, 1-0. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Liner to left, past third and short. Bases loaded on another single. Orioles threatening again in the bottom of the sixth. 9th hit of the game. Sorry, Clayton. You just can't use homophobic phrases in the chat. Sorry if I'm being too sensitive. Frida's given up 11 runs in the last 3 games. 22 runs in 8. Oof. He's their top guy. They're not. They're in second. The Rays are in first. All right. 0-1 the count to the next hitter, Alexander. I mean, if you don't understand that this phrase you used is a bit of a homophobic slur, I don't know what the heck to tell you, dude. It's just not allowed on this channel. You want to do that talk, go somewhere else, but I won't stand for it. I don't think you're hitting a nerve. It's just not talk that's not allowed. All right. They just interjected a commercial to the Orioles feed. I'm switching to the Yankees. I don't know what just happened. Thanks a lot, ESPN. They cut to commercial in the middle of the game. Yeah, I just completely missed it. Looks like a single that plated 2. Just past the diving attempt of the shortstop. So it's 7-0. Sorry, ESPN Unlimited flaked out on me. $7-0 O's. Yeah, no, the Yankees are... No, I agree. I don't know. I haven't been following. But yeah, the Rays are in first. Not by much. All right, 0-1 the count to the next hitter. Sorry, the Orioles broadcast went to commercial. I don't know what ESPN did there. Right in the middle of that hit. So 2-run single. It's 7-0. 1-1 to Ward, who's 1 for 2. Yarbrough checks the runner, throws outside. Cutter 85. 2-1. Series is 1-1. This is the rubber match on getaway day. They moved this from the evening to the daytime because of rain in the Baltimore area tonight. Time called. I think there was a little bit of garbage that was fluttering. Either that or it's just time called by Ward. Leadoff hitter for the Orioles. Yeah, so I got to update all my box scores here. In the air to left field, under it at just short of the track for out number 2. Runners hold. 2 down, but 2 in already. In the bottom of the 6th. Let me just double check real quick. Yep, 7 runs on 10 hits. So a 2 RBI single, I believe, by Alexander was the damage this inning. Yeah, real quick. Oh, I got to go all the way to the bottom to find it. Grounded to first, up with it, tossed to the pitcher who covered the bag. Yarbrough, that's it. That is out number 3. But 2 runs. They leave 2. We have played 6. We head to the top of the 7th. 7-0 Baltimore. We threw 6 innings, 3 innings to play yet. Aiken to face Bellinger. The Yankees have Bellinger, Chisholm Jr., and McMahon due up. Chisholm Jr. has the 1 hit, a double. He moved to third with 1 out on a wild pitch, and that's as close as the Yankees have been to scoring. 1 hit and 3 walks. That's it for the Yanks through 6. Let's check the other game, too. Guardians 4, Angels 2, bottom of the 7th. Ronnie, what's up? How's it going? Yep. Sometimes good teams have tough games. Yep. Thank you, Ronnie. Appreciate it. Yep. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying the live stream. Really does help get the channel to be recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel. I thank you for your support. Having a tough game is tough to win with not lots of hits and when you give up lots of runs. Yeah. I mean, again, yeah. 3 runs in 3 innings given up by Freed, and that kind of put them behind the 8 ball. Yeah, the East, I would say the East is tough despite the struggles of the Jays. You know, that tough competition with the Rays, the Yankees, the Jays, the Orioles. I'm sorry, with the Rays and the Yankees, and then the Jays, the Orioles. Who am I missing? Despite their struggles, it's a tough division. All right, back underway. Still 4-2 Guardians in the other game. Owen won the count. 0-2 now. I forgot to clear this. There we go. All right, Aiken, the pitcher, against Bellinger, who's 0-2. Lefty-lefty matchup. 4-seam outside, 94. 1-2 the count. We'll go through Aiken's numbers in a minute. Time called by Bellinger. Yep, we're on about a 3-hour pace. I think we just passed 3 hours. The game started about 12:08, I think. Central Time, 1:08 Eastern. Upstairs, 95, evens the count, 2-2 on a 4-seam fastball. Fouled off, 2-2. Again, Aiken, a lefty. Fouled it off. Slider, 87, low and outside. Still 2-2 the count. Aiken set. Here's the delivery. Liner to center. Couple steps back. Caught for out number 1. Line out to 8. Center field on the put out. Put out by Tavares. Chisholm Jr. 1-for-2 with a double in the 5th. The only hit for the Yanks today. Lefty versus lefty. Aiken, no record, 9.45 ERA, 7 games, 1 start, 6 2/3, 7 strikeouts, 1.65 WHIP. Ball 1 in the dirt to Chisholm Jr. Jazz Chisholm Jr. Taken, strike, 4-seam, 95, evens the count, 1-1. Low outside corner. I don't think he liked it, but he would have lost an appeal. That would have been easily a strike on the appeal. Bouncer in the dirt, slider misses, 2-1, 89 miles per hour. Grounded to second, up with it, over to first in time for Alonso on the putout. 4-3, Alexander to Alonso. Quickly, 2 up, 2 down, and the Yankees top of the 7th. Down by a touchdown. Ravens over the Giants. I kid. Touchdown by Lamar Jackson. In the 3rd quarter. Fouled off. Ryan McMahon 0-for-2 with 2 strikeouts. 0-1 on this count. 12 pitches for Aiken. Lefty-lefty matchup. Just caught the outside edge of the plate. 95 on a 4-seam. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. Slider, 89. Missed. 1-2. Popped it up. Out of play, though, behind home plate. Still 0-2. McMahon, the sixth hitter for the Yankees today. Here's the 1-2. Popped it up into shallow center. Shortstop under it for out number 3. 1, 2, 3. Nothing across. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Baltimore 7, Orioles. Baltimore 7, New York 0. Rushman, Alonso, O'Neill due up for the Orioles. Through 7 in Cleveland. Guardians 4, Angels 2. Hope you'll be with us tonight. Wild Avs, 7:05 Central. 7:10 puck drop. Maybe a couple minutes later. Somewhere between 7:10 and 7:15 since they don't have a doubleheader. Tomorrow, weather pending, of course. Let me check New York's weather here for the Mets game tomorrow. Otherwise, I may just say forget it. I'm not going to wait through a rain delay. Let's see. Today, tomorrow. Yeah, it's raining in the morning. Let's see. It's 1 their time. I'll have to take a look another hour later. Make sure they can get that game in. I guess we'll still do it if the afternoon is clear. So tonight, hockey. Tomorrow, hockey. Probably baseball in the afternoon. Oh, actually, I got to fix that. That time is wrong, too. I just remembered that. The time is wrong. Yeah, that game's a half hour later. Yeah, I think probably because of the weather. So let me fix that time. 12:10 p.m. for the Mets, for the Tigers Mets tomorrow. All right, strike 1 taken by Rushman. He had a sac fly and a 2-run homer and 3 RBI today so far. Why is there still an ad? Are you kidding me? 0-2 the count. Wait, what is going on? Yeah, Rushman's homer to right. Just off the glove of the right fielder. I don't know what was with that ad in the middle. Here's the 0-2. Liner to his first, caught for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down for the O's in the bottom of the 8th. All right. Yarborough on the mound, the lefty. Alonso in the right-handed batter's box. Fouls one off his foot. A sweeper, 74, 0-1. And he's going to call time and try to walk it off. Plus 26 Celsius. Yeah, I think we're at 60 here today. I think we're finally going to be able to turn off the heat maybe Friday. Have not run the air yet. I know some people have. Yeah, it's 60 Fahrenheit here. All right, 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Outside, change up 77. 1-1 evens the count. All right, here's the 1-1. Just outside, a cutter 86, 2-1. Orioles scored in 4 of the 6 innings so far. Here's the pitch outside, a sweeper, not even close, 3-1. Yarborough with that sidearm delivery. Fouled off a cutter, 84, full count, 1 out, bases empty for Baltimore in the bottom of the 7th. Early leading 7-0. 682 games played since 2022, second only to Matt Olson's 692, I think they said, for Alonso. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3, cutter 85, got him. 2 outs. Nobody on. O'Neill 0 for 1, 2 walks, a strikeout, and a run scored. Lefty versus righty. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle, sweeper 72, 0-1. I think that means Yarborough gave up at least 1. Swung on and missed, cutter 83, quickly 0-2, 2 outs, nobody on for the Orioles in the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 7th, pardon me. Just feels like it should be the 8th. Game over 2 hours now. 2 hours and 10 minutes plus. Fouled off a changeup, 79, still 0-2. O'Neill batting 5th for Baltimore today. All right, here's the 0-2. Low, sweeper, 71. A little bit outside as well. 1-2 the count. One, two. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Cutter up a little bit upstairs. 84. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. Nothing across. We've played 7. We head to the top of the 8th. 7-0 Baltimore over New York. Yankees will send up Jones, Volpe, Escara. That's 7, 8, 9 in their order. Ends, a lefty, will step to the mound. So, yeah, Fried gave up 3 runs. Blackburn gave up 3 for the Yankees, and Yarborough gave up 1. Blackburn gave up the homer. Bradish went 6, gave up a hit and 3 walks, struck out 7. Aiken pitched a scoreless inning. And now Ends will step to the mound. Oops, sorry, that should say end 7 now. My bad. Forgot to do mid 7th. Top of the 8th. Okay. Did I? Yeah. All right. Maybe I was messed up there. Yeah, don't have one. If I could watch them, I guess the Cubs. I actually the Cubs Sox is on over the air for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I think it's night, and then Sunday afternoon. So I think I'd rather do WNBA. But yeah, I just am doing small doses of baseball because it's available on ESPN Unlimited and on Peacock. Dietrich Enns, number 71, 1-0 on the year. 1.69 ERA, 8 games, no starts, no saves, 10 and 2/3 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, 1.31 whip. Foul out of play, 0-1. Oh my gosh, one of my neighbors I think has music cranked up. Could probably hear that. 1-1 the count now. To Spencer Jones, a walk in the fifth, 0 for 1. Outside, 2-1. Jeez Louise, dude. Could you turn down your music for the love of God? Yeah, no worries. Yeah. I don't really follow baseball. I did the Padres Cubs series in the playoffs. That was it. I think that was the last time I covered baseball until, I realized you get ESPN Unlimited games and Peacock games, not just Peacock Sunday night baseball or Sunday afternoon. Ball 4, he walked him. Leadoff walk for the Yankees here in the top of the 8th. What is going on? Seriously. Jeez Louise. All right, first pitch strike, 0-1. Yep, neighbor's got his garage open. I mean, it's like down the street, across the street, and I can hear it. It's like, dude, it's a 55 and up community, and you're blasting music? Really? With a homeowners association and everything? All right, Volpe the batter, lefty versus righty, swung on and missed on a 1-1 count, 1-2 the count. Runner at first on the walk, nobody out. All right, finally, maybe it was his car and he pulled away. Still hear it a little bit. In the air to right, down the line, and just foul, apparently. Can't really see the right field corner due to the wall. 1-2 the count. Yeah, I don't know. I stopped watching baseball like 2010. I was happy for my dad and any friends I had that that were Cub fans that they won in 2016, but I got back into it last year because the White Sox were free over the air until like the first week of June, and then they took it away. But I find that, with the pitch clock, it moves enough, and just doing it for the channel, thought it would be, I've got it. I'm paying for ESPN Unlimited and Peacock, so I might as well use it. Upstairs again, full count. Nobody out. Runner at first on a leadoff walk. Volpe works the count to full at 3-2. Enns is ready. Here's the pitch. Fouled off a four seam, 93. We'll do it again. Yeah, if I didn't have to pay $20 a month to watch the Cubs, maybe I would do it. And it's 23 a month it's 20 a month for just the Blackhawks or just the White Sox. Jammed him, popped it up. Short left behind third base. The shortstop makes the grab for out number 1. If you want the Sox, Bulls, and Blackhawks, it's like 30 a month, which is just insane. So that's why I do these day games during the week, and we did some Friday night baseball when NHL was off too, and before WNBA started. All right, lefty fouled off Escara. The first pitch, he's 0-1 now, or 0-1 on the count, 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Right there down the middle, 86 cutter. Quickly 0-2 the count. Here's this pitch. Grounded, just foul at first. 0-2 the count. Yankees still with just the one hit. It was a double by Chisholm Jr. Fouled it off. 0-2. Four seam. 94. Do it again. 0-2. Yeah, really the only team I'm a fan of is the Green Bay Packers. I'm a diehard Packer fan. I'm rooting for the Kings in the NHL, rooting for Buffalo, Montreal, and the Canadian teams, but just want good games. Liner to short, throw to first, got him. 6-3, line, double play. They doubled the runner off at first. Don't know why he got so far off the bag. That'll retire the side. We head to the bottom of the eighth. Still 7-0. Baltimore, and they will send up Tavares, Mayo, and Wilson. Zero 1-1, 7-10-0. Let's check the other game. Bottom of the eighth in Cleveland. Guardians 4. Angels 2. Guardians have a runner at first and a 1-2 count. And nobody out. Oh, bottom of the I don't know. I missed the bottom of the seventh. I forgot. I could have played Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Ah, dang. I forgot. I totally forgot. Just kind of fell asleep there. All right, maybe next game. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I hope you are enjoying the live stream. We will have another baseball game tomorrow. I guess the weather will be okay in New York tomorrow afternoon. 12:10 first pitch, that's Central, 1:10 Eastern. Tigers, Mets. Then a doubleheader in hockey. Friday, that's only if necessary. Avs, Wild. Otherwise, we'll do WNBA. Wild need to win tonight. Ducks, Golden Knights, only if the Ducks win tomorrow at home. But there will be Sabres, Canadians Saturday, Sunday, Monday, NHL only if necessary. Giancarlo Stanton basketball jersey night. Why? Huh? Okay. For the Yankees. On May 22nd. All right. So if no hockey, we'll do WNBA. WNBA is off Saturday. But I probably will only do hockey. No baseball Saturday. 1-0 the count to Tavares. Yarborough on the mound still. Right-handed batter's box. The lefty Yarborough delivers. Swung on and missed a sweeper. 69 miles per hour. 1-1. Yes. Oh my gosh. I need them to win tonight. Yes. Here's the 1-1. Upstairs, caught the top of the zone, 1-2. Tavares 0 for 3, but he scored because he was on base because of a fielder's choice. Cano, or Cano. I'm not sure if it is Cano. Warming for the Orioles. Fouled off behind home plate. 1-2 the count still. Here's the 1-2. Low and just an outside. 2-2 the count. Two count. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off his leg. Still 2-2. Cutter 86. Again, Tavares 0 for 3, but a run scored because he reached on a fielder's choice. Here's the pitch. Inside. Full count to the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 8th. Yankees already down 7-0. They have one hit. On deck, Mayo for the Baltimore Orioles. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off. We'll do it again. 3-2. Cutter 85. Full count. Here's the pitch. Grounded to short. Bobbled. Throw to first. Not in time. I think that'll be an error. Bad fielding. Bad throw as well. Yep, that's an error on the shortstop. Two errors on the Yankees. They have more errors than hits. Yeah, I would think it's a fielding error because the throw, I think, was going to be late even if it wasn't high. So runner at first. Ball one, sinker missed upstairs and outside, 87 miles per hour. Mayos 2 for 3 today. An RBI and a run scored. He had a double. Oh, this camera is moving all over the place. Outside, sweeper 70, misses 2-0. Double, single, run, RBI, yeah. For Mayo, the DH today. 176 average, 4 home runs on the season. Here's the pitch. Popped it up, foul. Out of play behind the dugout on the right first base side. Oh, huge hop. Made it to the walkway that splits the stands. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. 2-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Reached on a shortstop fielding error. Bottom of the 8th. All Baltimore up 7-0. They scored in what? 4 of 7 innings so far. Here's the pitch. Popped it up on the infield. First baseman shielding his eyes, catches it for out number 1. Good play by Rice, fighting off the sun. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike one. Wilson, the hitter, he's 1 for 3 on the day. 1 out. Runner at first. Way outside. Sweeper, 72. Oh, yeah, no worries. 8 Eastern? Okay, yeah, no worries. Must not be a doubleheader, huh? Right. Here's the 1-1. Chopper to third, over to second, on to first, not in time. So fielder's choice. 2 down. So 5-4 on the fielder's choice. 2 outs. Runner at first. Alexander, 9th place hitter, who is 3 for 3 on the day. Blaze Alexander, 3 singles, 2 runs. 2 RBIs, too, and a stolen base. Time called by Alexander. Just one game, a game 5 tonight. Gotcha. Game 5 in the series. Gotcha. In the dirt, sweeper missed, 71. 4-2, top of 9. Looks like that game just ended. Yeah, 3 outs. Looks like the Guardians beat the Angels 4-2. Fouled off 1-1, the count. Yeah, which means TNT for hockey. It's like Sunday through Monday, ESPN has it. The rest of the week, it's freaking. Oh, I think just this week it's Wednesday through Friday, not Saturday. I think they go back. They rotate on Saturdays. Foul ball, 1-2. Yeah, Saturday, I think, is the only day they kind of rotate between the two networks. Here's the 1-2. Upstairs, 4-seam, 88, 2-2. So it's at the same time as the hockey game, flipping back and forth. Gotcha. Art Carino, who was your favorite baseball and hockey player when you were a kid? Baseball, probably Ryan Sandberg of the Cubs. I was a big Sandberg fan. Mark Grace as well. White Sox, probably Harold Baines and then Frank Thomas. Hockey, probably Roenick, Savard, Full count, 3-2. Probably Savard and then Dennis Savard and then probably Roenick. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. They left 1. No runs, no hits. We've played 8. We head to the top of the 9th. Yankees down to their last 3 outs for the game. Trailing 7-0. Due up is Grisham, Rice, and Judge. That is 1, 2, 3 in the New York lineup. Yep. Whoops, forgot to do this. Yep, final in Cleveland. Guardians 4, Angels 2. Guardians 24-21. Angels dropped to 16-28. Yes, 8 Eastern. Holy cow, 8 Detroit time and Cleveland time tonight on ESPN for that Cavs at Pistons game. Wow. Game 5, series tied 2-2. The Pistons -4.5 total 211.5 according to DraftKings. All right, hope you're enjoying the live stream. Do me a favor, hit the like button on the video. Consider hitting the subscribe button to the channel. Doing one or both does help to get the channel recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel. And I thank you all for your support. New returning viewers, longtime viewers, thank you all so much. If you happen to have a Twitch account, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. It's the same live stream, but it is faster and commercial free. Yankees have 3 against the Mets, and then it looks like 4 against the Jays. Yenner Cano, the pitcher. First pitch, sinker, 94, strike 1. Grisham had a walk in the first, but he was erased on a grounded into double play by Judge. Yankees have 1 hit, a double by Chisholm Jr. Bounced a splitter in the dirt. Evens the count, 1-1. No, I think salary cap would be the way to go. I mean, otherwise the Dodgers just keep spending unlimited money, right? And it's good if you're a Dodgers fan, but upstairs, I don't know. Salary cap brought parity to, or whatever you call it in football. It helped bring parity to that league. And other leagues, I think. You need a hard cap, I think. You can't have this luxury tax. 3-1 the count. Grisham, but at the same time, you got to have a floor, too. You can't have too many cheapskates in the league. Ceiling and floor. Outside, I think that's a ball 4. You walk the leadoff hitter. I think that's what the NFL did, and I think that's been a successful model, but you know, the other sports aren't the same as NFL. NFL pretty much can print money. The regional sports networks are struggling for baseball, basketball, and hockey. Whereas everything is national coverage for the NFL, except for preseason. Outside, miss, sinker, 1-0 to Rice, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Well, Yankees are good too. They're in second place. Just a tough day for them today. Outside. Whoa. Actually, no, they called that a strike. 1-1. That looked outside. All right. Runner at first. Nobody out. 1-1 count. Grounded to the first baseman, who runs and just tags him out. He nearly ran into the pitcher. Cano was slow to get over there to cover the bag, and Alonso had to reach and tag the runner, or the batter. Yeah, he got him. He held on to the ball. No interference or anything. Ground out to the first baseman. So G3 on the put out. Yeah, Cano didn't stop in time to get out of Alonso's way, but the runner moves to second. 1 out. Judge with a runner in scoring position. Grounds it to short. Runner moves to third. Over to first in time. 6-3 ground out. Yankees down to their last out. See, the odds only mean so much. You can talk and predict, but it means nothing. The game is not. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a 162 game season. Yeah, they're playing well, but they are second. They're second behind the Tampa Rays. Tampa Bay Rays. Grounded to second. First pitch over to first in time. That is your ball game. They left a runner. And that's it. No runs, 1 hit for the Yanks. That is your final score. 7-0 final. The Orioles scored in 4 of their 8 innings. Winning. Oops, sorry, they took it down. I wanted to see that. Well, we'll get it in a minute. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors for the Yankees. 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Orioles. For NBA, right. Too many cheapskates. Yeah, I guess in baseball, right? Yeah, that's what I was. I mean, you got to have a floor and a ceiling. You know. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, Jar Jar ruined that. There was way too much Jar Jar. They toned Jar Jar down in the second one. That's a funny theory, though. All right. I'm ending the poll. We had 19 votes. Only 47% correct that the O's would win. All right, we'll go through the box score in a minute. There's when the Orioles scored. All right, gonna end the Twitch stream there. Yep, Orioles improved to 20-24. Yankees dropped to 27-17. 3 RBIs on a 2-run home run by Rushman, and he had a sac fly for the O's. He had 3 of the RBIs, 2 RBIs for Alexander, 2 runs scored, 1 RBI for Mayo and Alonso. Rushman's 6th homer in the 5th inning off a Blackburn, a 1 on, 2 out, 2-run homer. Bradish improves to 2-5. He worked 6 innings. Aiken and Enns and Cano all pitched scoreless innings. 7th, 8th, and 9th. Fried drops to 4-3. He gave up 3 runs in 3 innings. Blackburn 3 runs in 2 innings. And Yarborough 1 run in 3 innings. Oh, Goldschmidt had the day off today at first. All right. That was actually turned out to be a pretty quick game. So we'll take it. About less than, probably under 240, maybe just over 240. So we'll take that. Yep, 2 hours and 40 minutes was the time. Yeah, 1:07 Eastern start time. Yeah, I can't put the dash in the bottom of the 9th. So obviously the Orioles didn't bat in the 9th. All right, I think that will do it. Yep, thanks, Kieran. Yep, thanks, our Carino. Thanks, Kieran. Thank you, Dan. Thanks, earlier it was Chance, Ronnie, Robert, Star Strider as well. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Hope to see you for hockey. If you're here for baseball, we'll be back tomorrow. We will have, whoops, wrong one. Tigers, Mets, 12:10 Central, first pitch. All right, that's going to do it. Sinbin Stream signing out. Wishing you all the best. Have a great Wednesday. Hope to see you soon. Until then, take care. Bye-bye for now.